This is Nizaar Kinsella from the Bridge Briefing. I'm with one of my friends. He's been a friend in the press box for a very long time, actually. If you are in the Stamford Bridge press box at Chelsea or around the country, to be honest, you know Arthur Renard. He's kind of like the Dutch journalist who covers a lot of Premier League football and beyond. I saw him at the Club World Cup as well. So yeah, just wanted to say like welcome, thanks for contributing, and yeah, I just wanted to ask you a few questions. Obviously, you know maybe Chelsea's new signing better than most people, so I just wanted to get your reaction really first and foremost about Jorrel Hato, and maybe even tell me how you pronounce his name better. In terms of like when he joined Chelsea from Ajax, the transfer fee was like 37 million pounds. So I wondered what you thought about this transfer.
Yeah, yeah. First of all, your guess is pretty good. We say Hato in England. It's like Hato, but yeah, I appreciate your Dutch effort there. Um, yeah. First of all, he's. I think he's a really good player, and I think Chelsea has made a really good signing. I would say in terms of defenders in the last 5 years or so, or maybe even 10 years, there's two defenders who I thought from Ajax who went to the Premier League who are outstanding already at Ajax and who I kind of expect to do well are Yuri and Timber, who actually indeed I think has proved to be a really good signing. And kind of similar, yeah, I kind of have a similar feeling about Jorrel Hato. Just the way he kind of exposes himself, the way he plays with so much confidence, and obviously his technical, like ability, but in combination with a certain maturity, which you rarely see at that age. And it's so 2 years ago he kind of like that was his breakthrough season, I would say, at Ajax, and Ajax had a really difficult season. Just yeah, at some point, yeah, they were just losing a lot of games, but he stood out, and he at some point he was even the captain, and he was really kind of like almost, yeah, just like taking them through that difficult moment. So he really impressed me.
Yeah, so I guess like he's kind of, and I spoke to Eric Ten Hag the other day about this, and he was kind of unlucky to be in the sort of bad Ajax team because I think we all remember the team that got to the Champions League sort of semi-final, and they were amazing, and they won loads of trophies in Netherlands, right? But then his era of Ajax has been kind of, we need you, you're the leader, right? He played centre back for a while, I think,
Hmm.
and then did Farioli move him to left back? Is that right?
Exactly.
What's his kind of journey been like in the first team?
Yeah, I think you summed it up well. So he started as a central defender, and that's where he really impressed me. And yeah, what you said is interesting. Like he's maybe you could say he's unlucky that he was like kind of playing that Ajax team, but by the way he played, you could even say it was good for his development because there you really sometimes people say you really see how the people character in difficult times.
Yeah.
And you could clearly see his character there. So you could even argue it has been good for his development because it's just incredible. It's even incredible, I would say, for let's say Bruno Fernandes at Man United. You could say he really, like took that team through some difficult moments. But he's already kind of what is he? Maybe end 20, 30. But Jorrel Hato, he was like 17, 18 when he did that. So it even is testament to his character. And position-wise, that's an interesting one. So he was playing central defense, and I thought he was incredible there. Then Farioli put him on the left, still playing really well, maybe going up front a bit more, which I think Chelsea likes. But my feeling is he's more like a central defender. And also at Chelsea, obviously now with the injury, really unfortunate to Levi Colwill, that might give some opportunities there because Cucurella obviously has been doing so well. So that was my point a little bit. Like, is he gonna play left back, maybe a bit higher on the pitch? So let's wait and see. But at least he is really versatile. There's many options with him.
So with him as well, like he's I've seen him play in two matches at Stamford Bridge now, the Leverkusen friendly and the AC Milan one. But the problem is, I always think is you can't judge a defender straight away. It takes time. Like you need
Hmm.
to look at the consistency, many performances. You'll be watching a lot more of the Dutch league than me. So what, technically, what is he like? Like when you see him on the pitch, what do you get from him? And do you think he can make the difference between the Premier League and Dutch league? Because we've seen some players have done amazing in the Dutch league and they're not done well in England, and sometimes they do well. So,
Yeah.
does he have what attributes does he have like on the pitch?
Yeah, no, it's a good point. It's always wait and see. Somebody can be indeed really good in Holland and then, struggles in England. I think for me, what really makes him a stand-up player is his kind of like reading of the game. The way he intercepts, the way he tackles, the way yeah, I would say the first kind of traits from a good defender. He possesses those kind of things. So his interceptions for me has been really impressive.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting. You bring up the technical background of the Ajax Academy and things like that, because of course a lot of it stems from Cruyff, doesn't it? And sort of what he brought to football around the world, not just in the Netherlands. So yeah, I mean, he kind of inspired Pep Guardiola and like all these coaches now. Maresca's from the same mold of that, so you could track it from Ajax's academy to Barcelona's and now into Manchester City, and now it's going to all the other clubs like Arsenal and also
Yeah,
Chelsea now. So
yeah.
yeah, it's kind of interesting how the philosophy is going everywhere, and Jorrel should be good at
Exactly.
that.
Now that's a really good actually observation because also with Timber at Arsenal, with Arteta, and now Maresca at Chelsea, those are managers who really appreciate those kind of traits, those kind of like just the way to look at football. So I think that will only benefit him. I think Maresca is really a good manager for him, but like you said, it's always wait and see, And like I mentioned on the left back, that was my first thought, like obviously the last season he has been on left back, and then with Cucurella, if it was 2 years ago, then you would think he would straight go on the left back position. But obviously, what Cucurella has done in I would say the recent 2 seasons, you're not gonna put Cucurella on the bench, I think. So, yeah, let's see.
Well, you were at the Club World Cup watching them become world champions, so I think you'll know the level of the team. So yeah, no, I appreciate your time. That's all we have for today. But just wanted to ask you really, is there anywhere we can find your work and things like that?
I've got my own website, arthurrenard.com, and you can also find me by my name on X. So yeah, that's it's always great to be in touch with people all over the world.
Yeah, I'll make it easy for them to find you as well. So yeah, appreciate your time, and it's great to catch up. I can't wait till you're back in the UK after your holiday, and yeah, it'll be good to see you in the Premier League press box.
Great. Good to talk to you, Nizaar.
Thanks, mate. See you soon. Cheers.
Cool, man. See you soon. See you
Bye.
soon.